So, unfortunately, it looks like there's no good way to really deal with this guard. I've tried sneaking, I've tried killing him, but he just respawns immediately if you kill him. And I don't really want to kill guards if I can help it.
Mr. Bugs. Get out of the way. Who's that?
See, I told you it never works. Turn to your positions. Yeah, I've just never found a good way to deal with that guard, unfortunately. Apart from killing him, but I'd really rather not. It's easy enough to dodge him going to the command room. It's just backtracking. Because he's right in your way. Anyway, at this point, what we need to be doing is we're going to have to be doing some backtracking. We have to go return to previous areas so that we can change the shape of the PAL key. First one we need to do is we need to freeze the key. So we need to go back to the area where we fought Vulcan Raven earlier. Let's go. Okay, so we don't need to hold on to the PAL key in here. We just need to check it to make sure that it's going to be changing its shape. You don't have to run around. It's just I'm looking if there's any new supplies that may have spawned that I might need. So when the card changes blue when you're checking it from the item selection screen, that's how you know that it's done. And when we do freeze it, we want to make sure we don't hold the key, because that'll warm up the key faster. Just keep running around. Nope, not yet. Okay, the key has been frozen. Although you need to get it back to the control room, or the command room. Whoa. Nearly fell for that. Now, there is something interesting that Otacon had said about the PAL keys. He said that as an emergency measure, the PAL key can only be used once. So if it's active, it deactivates the Metal Gear. But if it's deactivated, then that means it would activate it. So that could be potentially very dangerous. We sure would have egg on our face if we accidentally turned on Metal Gear, huh? That sure would be funny, huh? good distance away. I think we're good to go now. Right, console number 2. Here's the frozen key.
PAL code number 2 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 3.
Okay, there goes PAL code number 2. Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
Alright, just one more PAL key to go. Alright, so if we're gonna get caught anyway, we might as well just use a stun grenade and be done with it. Okay, so for the third and final PAL key, we need to find a place that'll heat up the key. The only place I can think of to do that is the blast furnace with all that lava around. So I have quite a bit of backtracking to do now.
Now you've got to warm the key up. Find someplace hot. Now you've got to warm it. You need to find someplace hot.
Are they all gonna say the same thing?
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency responses. It can confuse electronic equipment. It will be useful against machines which depend upon electronic sensors. Naturally, for it to be effective, you must use it before you are attacked. If you are expecting an attack, spread the chaff beforehand.
Somewhere warm? What about the blast furnace? But the problem is, if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape. You need to hurry on the way back. That key is actually an IC card. Its connector pins and main body are made of a shape memory alloy. It's designed so that unless it's been changed to the correct shape, it won't be recognized by the PAL code input terminal in the control room, and the detonation code won't be entered.
Right. Do you have the chaff grenades over here respawned yet? No, they haven't. Darn. Alright, let's make our way back to the blast furnace. Bit of a trek to get back there, unfortunately. We also have to be careful because guards have spawned in this area. I nearly got like a pincer attack on me there, so I would have had nowhere to go. Thankfully, we won't be attacked on the lifts again on the way back up. Or down when we go back.
Snake, we're not paying you to be a scarecrow, you know.
Oh, shut up. I'm having fun. I forgot to mention earlier that Vulcan Raven briefly mentioned it, but he said, "How dare you kill my friends?" He only says that if he actually killed some of his crow or raven friends here on the elevator, which I think is kind of funny.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called FoxDie?
Briefly.
No. FoxDie. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently, FoxDie kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
She did.
Nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the FoxDie vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
FoxDie, a virus that actually simulates a heart attack. That's pretty scary. Not quite as scary as a stealth nuclear weapon, but still pretty scary. Definitely hope we're not infected. What? Ow. I can't believe that gun camera was like had targeted me while I was still in the cutscene with the elevator. That was kind of ridiculous.
So Naomi's a spy, just like I thought. Campbell is hiding something too. But that's okay. FoxDie is a virus, a biological weapon. There must be a vaccine. We can worry about getting that later, Snake. But right now, you've got to focus.
Okay.
Now you've got to warm the key up.
Naomi's an enemy spy? I can't believe it.
I don't want to believe it either, but...
Snake, leave it to Colonel Campbell. You've got to concentrate on re-inputting that detonation code.
You're right.
I cannot believe it. Dr. Naomi working with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either.
But if what Campbell says is true...
I know. Nastasha, have you ever heard of FoxDie?
FoxDie? No, sorry. I never heard of it.
Oh well, forget about it.
But why infect these people with FoxDie? What was her motive? What a tangled web we weave. Alright, we've made it to the blast furnace area. Back to room temperature now. And we just kind of have to hang out around here until it decides to be warm enough. Just need to watch out for that guard patrolling upstairs. Stairs. Let's make a run for it. Now, if we hold on to the PAL key while it's hot, it'll help to keep it hot for a little while longer. So we'll try to hold on to it as much as possible, getting back to Metal Gear's hangar. Pretty sure we're gonna have another cutscene when we go in the next elevator as well. There we go.
Snake.
Naomi?
Can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s.
You don't know anything
Dirty
about
little
yourself?
Orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother, and him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Jaeger.
What?
Oh, crap.
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River.
Gray
I was
Fox.
half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Jaeger. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom. This America.
So she knew both Frank and
then
Big
he and
Boss.
my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right.
Vengeance,
2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
You don't?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About FoxDie? FoxDie is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. FoxDie contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide?
Ooh.
Naomi.
That sounds
What?
painful.
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have
didn't
time?
you?
Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use FoxDie.
Huh?
You weren't?
Weren't?
No.
Who? Then who?
You were injected with FoxDie as a part of this operation.
Campbell?
I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
So Campbell was in on it the whole time? Uh-oh.
Snake!
Looks like they captured her.
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that FoxDie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Why should we if we're gonna get killed anyway? You got a lot of explaining to do there, Campbell. God damn it. So Snake is more than likely infected with FoxDie, and that's how all those other people were having those heart attacks earlier. Because he's like a carrier of the virus. God damn it, Naomi. Okay, good, it's still hot. Hurry and get back to Metal Gear's hangar. We have to stop it before this thing decides to launch. Good, some more chaff grenades. We're definitely going to be needing those soon. It's impressive that he can actually climb a ladder one-handed. If he's holding an item when he does that, that's when he climbs up one-handed. Which is kind of funny. Anything else? We're fully loaded on Stinger missiles, so that's good. Just need to get past this guard one more time. Let's go.
Snake, Naomi's under arrest.
What the hell is happening over there? What's the Colonel thinking?
Campbell is... I'm sorry, I can't say anymore. But please believe me, I'm here to help you until the end.
Thanks, Naomi. Means a lot.
Please, Snake, don't give up.
Colonel, what's new with Naomi?
She's being interrogated, Snake. Leave her to me. You just worry about stopping Metal Gear. Please, Snake. I consider you my friend. Please believe that. Snake, we're just about out of time. Get to the control room.
Friends like you, right, Campbell?
So Naomi used FoxDie to take her revenge on you.
Yeah, but she said she wasn't the one who made the decision to use it. According to her, it was just one part of this operation.
If this goes all the way up to Campbell, it might not be so easy to get that vaccine. Oh well, forget about it.
Nastasia, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you know anything about FoxDie and the real nature of this operation?
Sorry, I have not been told anything about that.
That's funny. The Colonel said almost exactly the same thing. Sorry. I didn't mean to sound sarcastic. I believe you.
Well, I don't blame you, Snake. How can we trust anyone as part of this operation now? So it seems like everyone's lying to us.
I can't really blame Dr. Naomi. I feel sorry for her. Ever since I was a little kid, I always hated my first name.
Hal, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not a computer, I'm a human. My grandfather taking part in the Manhattan Project, my father being born on the day of the Hiroshima bomb. I hated every part of that. My name, my father, my grandfather. It felt like all those things were a ball and chain around my legs, dragging me down. But now that I think about it, I realize that I was blessed. At least I know who I am, where I came from. But Dr. Naomi didn't even know who her parents were, what her real name was. She must have been a very lonely little girl.
Otacon.
That's one way to think
Sorry,
of it.
Snake. I guess right now you should focus on re-inputting those PAL codes.
Okay, good. The key's still hot. Alright, guys, so I think that this is going to be a good stopping point for today. Believe it or not, we're actually very close to the end of the game now. Pretty much this is your last chance to save. So I definitely suggest you should taking up on your offer. What am I trying to say? You should definitely take the opportunity to save here, because I'm pretty sure you won't get another opportunity to after this. So yeah, I'm going to be stopping here. When you guys join me next time, we'll be inputting the last PAL code. So I'll see you then, guys.